Pearl Harbor Attack, Facts and Related Content. The Pearl Harbor attack took place on December 7, 1941, when the Japanese unleashed a surprise aerial attack on the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor on the island of Oahu, Hawaii. The devastating strike resulted in more than 3,400 U.S. military casualties and led to the U.S. Congress's declaring war on Japan on December 8 with only one dissenting vote, signaling the United States' entry into the Pacific War and heralding its participation in World War II at large. Why did Japan attack Pearl Harbor? By mid-1941, the United States had severed all economic relations with Japan and was providing material and financial support to China. Japan had been at war with China since 1937, and the German invasion of the Soviet Union in June 1941 ensured that the Soviets were no longer a threat to the Japanese on the Asian mainland. The Japanese believed that once the U.S. Pacific Fleet was neutralized, all of Southeast Asia would be open for conquest. How long did the attack last? The first Japanese dive bomber appeared over Pearl Harbor at 7:55 a.m. Over the next half hour, Pearl Harbor's airfields and docked ships were subjected to a merciless assault with bombs, guns, and torpedoes. A second wave struck at 8:50 a.m., and the Japanese withdrew shortly after 9 a.m. In just over an hour, the Japanese destroyed 180 aircraft and destroyed or damaged more than a dozen ships. Was the attack successful? In the short term, the American naval presence in the Pacific was severely weakened. However, the Japanese had largely ignored the harbor's infrastructure, and many of the damaged ships were repaired on-site and returned to duty. In addition, the Pacific Fleet's 3 aircraft carriers were not present at Pearl Harbor. One had been scheduled to return the day before the attack, but it was delayed by bad weather. American opinion immediately shifted to favoring war with Japan, a course that would conclude with Japan's unconditional surrender less than 4 years later.